And the music stops just like that. This is gonna sound a little strange maybe, but before I say this, I need to let you know it's 11 minutes after 12 in the afternoon on November 24th, 2020. It's my younger brother Chris's birthday today, and I can't get a hold of him or his wife or his jewelry store. I'm a little worried. He's in bad health, actually much worse health than I am, or my dad, who's actually in a hospital in Bartlesville. Got to get another sip. It's rainy and drizzly outside, perfect sleeping weather actually. And that brings me to the strange thing I want to tell you. Last night was the third night that I got a full night's sleep. I feel better and younger than I have in years. What is the main difference? Well, the main difference is I cut out bread, I cut out sweets, sugar, still losing a little weight, feeling better, working out, feeling stronger every day. I'm still pudgy bad. Pudgy's not a good word. I'm fat, I'm obese, but there's less and less girth on me. You can almost see it disappear daily. Let me check something real quick, folks. No, the board still hadn't uploaded or downloaded. I have to download a console from a radio show every day. It is a pain in the posterior. It actually is. To Mom, I love you. To my sister Amy, I love you. To my niece Brooke Bonnell, I love you. To her daddy, David Bonnell, I love you. To everybody else watching this, I love you. Love my brother John, love my brother Michael. And if you know somebody that would be so inclined, subscribe. I lost another subscriber. I'm losing them. I'm like a sieve draining water going through a tea strainer. Down to 26 subscribers from an all-time high of 28. I have no misconceptions that this channel will ever do anything financially. I'm feeling optimistic in a lot of personal areas, and I'm feeling optimistic in public areas. That means areas for you. Is Trump going to remain president? I don't know. I really don't. And I'm not going to wax political. That's the only political thing I'm going to say on this podcast. However, I am going to tell you something. It doesn't need to interfere with your daily life. Worry is like rocking in a rocking chair. Imagine a rocking chair that's an overstuffed recliner, and the area below the springs that you rock on is screwed to the floor so the chair can't migrate, can't go anywhere but stay right where it's at. And you get in that chair and you rock furiously. The only thing you're doing is getting a very minimum of exercise, and you're not accomplishing anything. Now, if it's a slow, gentle rock, and you're rocking a baby and you put that baby to sleep, it's good for the baby, it's good for you. What you've done is something that is wonderful, and you've also bonded with a baby, with an infant, which is wonderful. That is rocking. But if you're in a rocking chair and you're just going crazy, you're not getting anywhere. What is the emphasis that I'm making? I'm making this emphasis. Worry is like rocking in a rocking chair. The more you worry, the faster you rock, you're still not getting anywhere. And all you're doing is making things worse for yourself. I'm not saying you need to go through life and just go, my best Pee Wee Herman impersonation. La, 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 la. No, you're not just tiptoeing through life ignorant. But there's a huge difference between worrying and planning. You do need to make plans. You need to have the foresight to understand things that could happen to you and plan a way to survive them, thrive during them, and circumvent them. You know, all these people raising Cain and talking about riots and all this stuff that is going to happen, they don't know it's going to happen. They don't really know that. I liken that to a popcorn fart, a lot of these insurrectionists. What is a popcorn fart? You eat popcorn, it's got no substance to it, and the butter and salt give you a little gas, and you let a little squeaker out. It doesn't stink real bad, and it really doesn't. It doesn't do any actual damage. That is what BLM Antifa are. They might seem like a huge problem to the people whose businesses have been impacted by them, and they are a huge problem, but to the average person out here, no. We're a nation of 340 million people, and that's not even counting the 70 million illegals that are in this country. So if you really want to access and see how many people are actually in the United States, is close to 300,100,000. Or 300, about 3.5 million people. I'm horrible at math, but the point I'm making is we have a large land mass. Even discounting Alaska and Hawaii, we have a large landmass in the 48 states here that are contingent to each other. A huge amount of people. But where I'm at right now, there's not a lot of people that live around me. There just aren't. So you need to go ahead and realize that stability is going to be maintained, in my opinion, and it's a pretty well-educated opinion. I believe life will go on. I believe there's going to be some hardship, but folks, we've endured hardship before. All of us have. Even the wealthiest among us have endured some hardship. You know, there's an old axiom that I actually believe: the more money you have, the bigger your problems are. Because you go from having little problems to having huge problems that are inherent in being wealthy. I'm not wealthy, and I have some pretty large problems, but the long and short of what I'm saying is, you need to go ahead, cleave to those you love, cleave to God, study the Word of God, be kind to everybody you come across, be nice to everybody you come across, be nice to your kinfolks, especially those living right with you. Strive as hard as you can to be just to be nice. Now, before I shut this vlog down, I have a good friend, Chris Kimball, posted on Facebook today. There's a Seminole village there in Florida, and some idiot burned it down. It was a representative village. One of their tribal elders, who was a historian, died here within the last few days, and I imagine Chris is really upset about it, and really upset about that village being burned. That's the problem. There are so many people out there that will do mean things just because they think it's fun. They enjoy being mean. They enjoy being cruel to others. So the only way we're going to curtail that is to spread as much love and kindness as we can. Oh, you can try to do it at the point of a gun, but let me explain something. That never has worked. It really hasn't. You have to change the hearts and minds of those that are being oppressive. I'm not saying you just lay down, turn over, and let them do whatever they want to you. We have a constitution in this country that guarantees we have a right to defend ourselves. But what I am saying, on a very small scale, locally and with people you come across, encourage them to be kind. You know, it wasn't yesterday. I don't know if I went to, no, it was at Orchland's down in Ardmore. I bought some alfalfa cubes for my wife's chickens. Yeah, they eat alfalfa. And I came across a guy in there that didn't have a mask on, trotting around. All the employees had a mask on. And he kind of looked at me disdainfully, and I looked up at him, and in the nicest, kindest voice I could, I just said, I hope you're having a great day, and if you're not, I hope it gets better, and I hope you have a fabulous night tonight. He looked a little shocked. Then he said, why, thank you, and walked away. But there's no telling what kind of an impact that had on him at that time. There are a bucket load of people out there that say wearing a mask is foolishness, that it does no good. Well, on yesterday's vlog, I demonstrated how, yeah, it does good. You know, so if you can, be kind to everyone, encourage everyone, and I hope you have a fabulous Thanksgiving. I'm going to do a vlog on Thanksgiving Day, and I'll do a broadcast. But even so, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Bye-bye.